Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you everything I picked up in June, and I'm so excited to show you these titles from MVD Entertainment, Radiance, Imprint, Viavision Entertainment, and then some other films that I picked up from Amazon. And so I'm going to show you some MVD titles first. I want to thank MVD Entertainment for sending these along for me to look at and review. And this first one I'm again excited about, Rain Man on 4K and Blu-ray. And there's the back of that one. It comes in this great slipcover. I'm a big fan of slipcovers, as you probably know, with lots of extra features. I'll just hold this up so you can pause and read all the extra features there, but there's a ton of commentaries on this release. I'm so happy to see Rain Man on Blu-ray and 4K, so this is amazing. I actually was watching the Blu-ray and really enjoying the film. I haven't seen it in many, many years, and it's great. This next one is one that I hadn't really heard of before, but it is Studiorama. This is 8 hours of unseen rarities of the Three Stooges. This is the men behind the mayhem and even more mayhem. And I was watching this last night. It's really great. As you know probably from watching the channel, I love documentaries, and this has a documentary with a ton of extra features on it. Again, I'm just going to show you the back of that so you can freeze there if you want to take a look at the full list. But I will say that I was watching the Men Behind the Mayhem with a new introduction by Curly Howard's real-life grandson. So lots of family members here contributing to this. Lots of, again, over 8 hours of bonus material, including unreleased outtakes, color home movies, rare television appearances, and commercials. If you're a fan of the Three Stooges, I think this is a must-have. Again, I saw the Three Stooges years ago, and I love the fact that we have this on physical media. You know, these days, too, with everything on streaming, it's really hard to find something like this, something as unique as this. And I'm so happy that MVD sent this to me. It's really great, and I highly recommend it. Next up, also from MVD Entertainment, is this is actually from Synapse Films also. This is McBain, which I hadn't really heard of before. I love the cover art on this one. And there's the back of that with some extra features on it. This is with Academy Award winner Christopher Walken from The Deer Hunter. He's rescued in the jungles of North Vietnam by a group of rangers and expresses his thanks. Let me start from the beginning on that. When prisoner of war Robert McBain, Academy Award winner Christopher Walken from The Deer Hunter, is rescued in the jungles of North Vietnam by a group of rangers, he expresses his thanks and gratitude. The leader of the rangers takes out a $100 bill, tears it in two, and gives half to McBain and says, "If the other half of this bill ever finds you, you can pay me back." So that's basically a little bit of the summary on the back of this. But just look at this Blu-ray, and I'll show you the inside too. I love the fact that they have a catalog of Synapse films in here that you can look at with a lot of other titles there. But I'm really excited about this one. McBain, Christopher Walken, and Maria Conchita Alonso also in this movie. And finally, from Radiance, I love these Radiance titles, perfectly packaged. This is a version of the Iron Prefect, which is really great. I love the cover art. As I mentioned in other videos before, this little insert can be removed so you can see the full cover here, but I usually leave them in. I just like the summary on here. This is a film from 1977. There's the back of that. And again, you can see some of the extra features there. It's a 2K restoration of the film from the original negative. And again, many, many extra features, including... I love it when companies do this. They have a booklet on the inside with some extra material, artwork, etc., photographs. So this is really amazing also. So thanks again to MVD Entertainment and Radiance for sending me these titles. I highly recommend them. I'm going to include a link to where you can find these things in the description below. So if you're interested in these films, I love these companies. I love any company really that's producing physical media at this point, and MVD Entertainment, Radiance, among the best out there. So next up, I'm going to show you some titles from Viavision Entertainment as well as Imprint. And the first one I'm going to show here is a 2-disc set of the Ultimate Edition of Stargate with Kurt Russell and James Spader. And there's the back of that also with some extra features. And again, I'll just hold it up here for a minute so you can pause and read the full list if you're interested in that. These releases also come in these great little slip covers, kind of a box case here. And I'll just remove it so you can see that. So you'll see, again, the same artwork that was on the front as well as the extra features there. But I love the way these are packaged. Really look good on the inside again. Really, really amazing to see And I love Stargate. I remember seeing it years ago. I just haven't seen it in a long time. So this is a release again from Viavision Entertainment, and I really, really like this one. Next up, I have some Imprint titles, and I love Imprint also as a label. And I'm going to show you, the first one I'm going to show you is a movie with Jeremy Irons and Julie Binoche called Damage. Again, love the boxes. I love these boxes. Here's the back of that. Imprint traditionally has some extra features that they list on the back that you can read, and those things are duplicated on the inside typically. A little bit of different artwork on the front of the actual film, on the actual Blu-ray itself, but you'll see the extra features also duplicated on the back there. And all of the releases have those, and they look really amazing. This next one up is Bus Riley's Back in Town with Anne Margaret and Michael Parks. There's the back of that one, and again, some extra features there listed. You get a little summary of the film here too on the box, which I think is really important. And I love a quick summary here too, because it's nice to know exactly what you're getting, what the film is about, what the basic plot points are without spoiling anything. And again, I'll open this one up so you can see sort of the inside. There's the inside of that with the front, a little bit different artwork, but again, extra features listed on the back there. And the final one here, or this is not the final one, but this is the Spiral Road with Rock Hudson, Burl Ives, Gina Rowlands. Love the artwork on this one as well. You can see also Imprint there's the Imprint label up at the front, and also I love the spine numbers on these. So this is 224, and there's the back of that one with some extra features here too. This one has an audio commentary. Most of these releases have an audio commentary. I love that they have the comments from film historian Kim Newman on Rock Hudson from 2023. So these are recent also extra features being added to these releases, which is great to see. And again, I'll remove this one so you can see the inside artwork, which is amazing, and the back of that one. So I love it that they have the box and the spine number listed here. And finally, from Imprint, I'm going to show you this, what I consider one of the best box sets that I've seen this year, and that is the version of The Bounty with Mel Gibson and Anthony Hopkins. This is a movie that I saw years ago, and it looks amazing in this release, which has lots of extra things on it. I'm just going to show this here so you can see the back of it and the side. And you'll see, again, a spine number here, 225, which is great. I love this too. I know for collectors, I love the fact that there's this unique sort of box set design. I know it seems like a simple thing, but it looks great on the shelf. I'm a big fan of shelf appeal, if you know what that means too, where things look really good on the shelf, really attractive. I have lots of movies that are at the top of my shelf. This one will definitely go at the top because I love looking at it. And you can see the cover comes off really easily here up at the top. I also removed this, I'll show this as well so you can see. There's the version of the film, which is great, and you'll see some extra features listed here on the back. Audio commentaries, the making of, The Bounty on Film, a visual essay narrated by Stephen Walters from 2004. So you have that, and then you also have this other release with special features that is on its own disc here. Which is amazing. This is great to see too. You can see all the extra features that are listed there. This is a phenomenal release from Imprint. I really, it's really amazing. There's a list of special features there. I'll just read a few of these too. One is called A Fated Ship, a documentary surrounding the construction of the Bounty replica. In Bly's Wake, a documentary charting the voyage from New Zealand to Tahiti. A Desperate Enterprise, Directing the Bounty from 2023. That's also a feature from this year, 2023. A Long Hard Voyage, Adapting Mutiny on the Bounty. So lots of new reviews of this movie that is again great to see. Also in the box, along with a special disc, you get a booklet, which I love to see in releases. Look at that amazing photograph on the back of it. That just gives you some details about the movie, some essays and things like that about the movie, which is great too. Especially if you're a huge fan of this movie, you get all these extra things. There was a card on the back of the box that I removed, but it does fit nicely in the box itself, and that's this one here. So I'll just show that. but that's also just on the back, so you can see everything that's included in it. And I just put that back in the box to have it available. So again, I want to thank Viavision Entertainment and Imprint Films for sending me this. I really appreciate it. It's really amazing work. Again, I'm such a huge fan of physical media. It's great to see when any of these films get released, and many of them we haven't seen in a long time. So it's great to see these releases. I'm going to leave a link below in the description below where you can find these movies if you're interested in purchasing them. But thanks again to Viavision and Imprint Films on that. Next up, I'm going to show you a few things I picked up off Amazon, and some of these I may have talked a little bit about before, at least in live streams. And one of them is a movie that I saw this year. It was my first film back at the theater, and it's Dungeons & Dragons. This happens to be the Blu-ray digital format of Dungeons & Dragons. There is a 4K available, but I decided to go with the Blu-ray. And there's the back of that one. I love this movie. My wife and I went to see this in the theater. We hadn't been to the theater in many years. We actually did a video on it. And I think this is one of the best movies of the year, believe it or not. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun to see a new world being developed. I know there's been another Dungeons & Dragons movie, but I really knew nothing about Dungeons & Dragons, and I went into this movie completely open to see what it was, and I love the writing of it. I love the characterizations. I love the action sequences. This is a great film, and it's going to be on my best of list for 2023 for sure. Next up, also a couple of Warner Archive titles. I was looking forward to this one, and I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but it is the Looney Tunes Collector's Choice release from Warner Archive. I'm a big fan of Warner Archive as well. You can see here my Warner Archive. This is all my Warner Archive titles, and I'm so excited when they're releasing new things. And this is one of the ones I was looking forward to. I think this just recently came out, but it also has some extra features on it. And some extra animated pieces on it as well. So, or this actually just lists what's included on the back. So I guess I don't see any extra features on this one. But anyway, this is Volume 1. Hopefully we'll see a Volume 2 on this one, but I'm excited to have Volume 1. Next up, I was interested in Val Lewton produced films, and I didn't have a copy of this movie. This is also from Warner Archive, The Curse of the Cat People. I have the release of Cat People from Criterion, which I highly recommend as well, which has a documentary on Val Lewton. But this is really amazing. They talk a lot about this movie, and so I thought I would like to pick this one up. And this one has some extra features, a commentary by historian Greg Mank with audio interview experts of Simone Simon, and a theatrical trailer. This is the DVD. I'm hoping that we'll get a Blu-ray on this one, but for now a DVD is perfectly fine, and as I mentioned, I love Warner Archive. Also, I've been tracking the price on this one for a while, and it came down in price. I think it was about $11 on Amazon, one of my favorite HBO miniseries. Very dark and serious, but it's the 5-part miniseries for Chernobyl, which I thought was really great. And I wanted to have this on physical media. You know, with HBO and or Max removing material from their service, I thought I really need to pick this one up because I would like to see it again. But highly recommend this one if you haven't seen it before. And finally, I've recently become a big fan of the band The Cure. So definitely looking for your recommendations on this one. But I believe someone left me a comment about a Blu-ray to pick up if I like The Cure, and I absolutely love this one, and it was a great recommendation. This is called The Cure Trilogy, where they did some concerts with 3 of their more popular albums. And it looks really great on Blu-ray. There's some extra features on this one as well. I know The Cure has been going through an amazing tour this year in 2023. They just played at Madison Square Garden and some other locations around the East Coast. And I'm such a big fan. I seem to be listening to The Cure every night now for some reason. So would definitely love some recommendations below for not only Blu-rays that come out or albums that you like or things like that, but I don't really talk too much about music on the channel, but this is something that's really been occupying a lot of my time lately, and I'm like I said, I feel like I've become a really big fan. I knew a lot of their hits before, but I hadn't really gotten into their music as much as I am now. So please let me know in the comments below if you have any recommendations there. As well as let me know in the comments what you're watching. If you're interested in anything in particular, that would be great to hear in the comments below. You can always ask a question in the comments section. I want to say here at the end, thanks again to MVD Entertainment and Radiance and Viavision Entertainment and Imprint for sending me some review copies of some amazing films, really some amazing releases, honestly. So thanks again there. If you like this video, click on like, and if this is your first video and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. That would be great. I sincerely hope that everyone is safe and well, and I'll talk to you soon.